Have you ever thought about whether what you're seeing online is actually the truth? What if I told you that the dangers of social media, its fake news, its manipulation, and its confusion, are exactly what Socrates warned us about over 2,400 years ago? Stick with me for 5 minutes of your time, because what you're about to hear will completely change the way you look at your feed, and might even save you from falling into the traps of today's digital world. Today, we'll talk about Socrates versus social media, what you're not seeing. Let's talk about the world we live in right now. Did you know that on average, people spend over 2 hours per day on social media? That's more than a full workday every single week. And what's worse, a study found that over 60% of Americans encounter fake news online regularly. In fact, Facebook itself reported that over 10 million fake accounts were removed in just 1 year. But here's the kicker. Many of us don't even realize when we're being misled. Social media, despite its positives, has become a breeding ground for misinformation, and it's taking a toll on us mentally, emotionally, and even physically. But how does this tie back to Socrates? Well, hold on to your seat, because we're about to connect some dots you might not have seen before. Socrates, the father of Western philosophy, was no stranger to questioning what everyone else took for granted. In fact, his most famous quote is, "The unexamined life is not worth living." Socrates believed in one core principle, the pursuit of truth, and he hated anything that clouded that truth. Now, Socrates lived around 2,400 years ago, but his teachings are eerily relevant today. Here's where it gets wild. Socrates would have absolutely hated social media. Why? Because he valued something we've almost lost in our digital age: critical thinking. Through the Socratic method, Socrates would challenge assumptions, asking deep questions to get to the truth. He taught that the truth should never be assumed. It should always be searched for. But nowadays, we don't question, we scroll. We accept headlines, posts, and tweets at face value without ever asking the hard questions. And here's the shocking part. Studies show that when people consume fake news, they're more likely to make decisions based on emotion, not reason. And that leads to polarized thinking and division. Socrates saw this problem coming centuries ago. Let's talk facts. 2019 study found that fake news spreads 6 times faster than real news. But why does that matter? Because misinformation doesn't just stay online. It shapes our elections, influences our health decisions, and fuels social division. Fake news doesn't just make us misinformed, it changes our reality. And here's the most disturbing part. 52% of people who share fake news don't even know it's false. Think about that. We're spreading lies unknowingly. What does that say about how much we've stopped questioning what we consume? But wait, it gets even more insane. One Harvard study showed that 52% of people who shared fake news didn't even know it was false. So we're not just consuming fake information, we're spreading it, and we're doing it unwittingly. Now you might be thinking, okay, Socrates was great and he was onto something, but how do his ideas apply to social media today? Well, let me break it down for you. Socrates had one mission: seek truth no matter what, and we can do the same thing on social media. Here are 3 simple but powerful steps you can take. 1. Don't just consume. Question, is this real? Who's behind it? Stop seeking validation. 2. Challenge your own beliefs. Are they based on facts or emotions? Engage in real dialogue. 3. Talk to others. Seek understanding, not just agreement. Do your research to gather the truth. So, next time you're scrolling through your feed, ask yourself, am I really seeking the truth? Or am I just accepting whatever's thrown my way? Socrates didn't have Facebook or Twitter, but he certainly knew that our minds are vulnerable to misinformation. And if we want to live an examined life, a life worth living, we need to follow his lead. Question, learn, and seek the truth, no matter where it leads. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video eye-opening, make sure to hit the like button and share it with friends and family who needs to hear this. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment on your thoughts. Keep questioning the world around you. Stay curious, stay smart, and I'll see you in the next one.